We finish today, inshallah, Surah Yusuf alayhi salam. Alhamdulillah, we reached the end of it last week. But I told you there is a very important aspect I need to shed some light with you on it. Please go to Surah Yusuf, Surah 12. Alhamdulillah, the story ended with reunion of the whole family. After all what the shaitan has done to this family. Of course, it's shaitan. The brothers were arrogant enough to harm their own brother and therefore cause so much pain, not only to their young brother who they're supposed to protect, but also to their father, and therefore to the whole family. When the father is in pain, the wife also is in pain, even stepmother, let alone mother, real mother. The wife of Yaqub alayhi salam was the mother of the 10 boys. So they caused her pain actually. When they made her husband, who is their father, very sad. You see now? Now the amazing thing is this. I want to show you an incredible thing in the story of Yusuf alayhi salam. Yusuf alayhi salam. And the story of Musa alayhi salam. Musa alayhi salam. Alayhi salam, alayhi salam. Now pay attention now. Yusuf, the Quran, did Allah mention the mother of Yusuf? No. The Quran mentioned father of Yusuf. What's his name? Yaqub alayhi salam, who is known also as Israel alayhi salam. Peace be upon him. Clear? Now pay attention here. Musa, the story of Musa alayhi salam. Through your knowledge, whatever knowledge you have about the story of Musa, did Allah mention his father?
No.
At all. But he mentioned his
Mother.
Very. Mother of Musa. Good. No need to know her name. If Quran wanted us to know her name, we would know her name. But we know in history. Okay. The Quran didn't mention the mother of Yusuf at all. It mentioned his father. The Quran didn't mention the father of Musa at all. It mentioned his mother. So if you want to know how the mother of Yusuf felt, just look at Musa alayhi salam. That's why there is no need for repetition. That's why in the Quran there is no repetition. Sheikh, but in Surah Al-Rahman, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, repeated. No. Each ayah, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ, has a meaning. Totally different than the first. Almost 38 times, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ, though no repetition in the Quran. Because repetition is weakness. When you repeat something, it means you're weak. So in Quran there is no weakness. So, if you want to know about how did the father of Musa alayhi salam felt, just look at in losing a child. Because both children were lost. This one went to the enemy, was taken by the current of water to Fir'aun. And this one was lost. Both were lost. This one, Allah told us how his mother felt. Her heart was about to fly out of her chest, as we say in Arabic. In Arabic language, a metaphor is like the woman's heart is about to come out when a mother misses her child. That was the same feeling actually of the mother of Yusuf, if she was alive. Clear? If the father of Musa was alive, he would feel exactly like the father of Yusuf. We know Musa also lost his father. You got it? In case you want to say. So here it is. Cross it. Is this clear? In case you say, how did the mother of Yusuf feel if she was alive? She would be like the mother of Musa alayhi salam. How would the father of Musa feel if his son went to the enemy? He will be as sad as Yaqub alayhi salam. In case, you know, because this is very important in parenting. Clear? In case you say, what was the feeling of the mother of Yusuf? Because the Quran talks only about his father. If she was alive, because he was an ayatim, she would be just as crazy as the mother of Musa alayhi salam. If the father of Musa was alive, that would be his feeling. SubhanAllah. That's why no need to, one story was story, same feelings of parents. No matter who you are, whether you are Muslim or non-Muslim, when your children are in trouble, you are in pain. Okay, that was one thing. The beautiful thing we mentioned last week, what was it? That when he faced his brothers with reality, he never looked back at what they did to him. Meaning he was completely positive, and he remembered what? He remembered that Allah brought him out of jail. He did not remember jail at all. And he didn't tell them what you have done to me. They know what they have done, no point. He said, Allah has been nice to me and my brother. Especially when he brought me out of jail. So he did not remember jail and the seduction of the woman and the slavery and sleeping, spending, some ulama say even few nights inside the well by himself, scared, takut. But look at the greatness of Allah, sisters, brothers. Please, in story of Yusuf, I want you to never forget this. Look, after his brothers throw him in the well, what did Allah do to save him? He brought strangers. Pay attention. Now Yusuf is in the well, right? Strangers came and saved him. Does he know that? No. Do they know him? No. So Allah now is working. People are plotting. They throw you into a well. Your own brothers. That hurts more than anyone. If anyone does it to you, it doesn't hurt as much as your own brother. So if you have problems with your brothers, welcome to the club of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. So somehow you are a Yusufic. Takbir. Now the wahy of English is coming. Takbir. You become a Yusufic. If you have problem with your brothers and sisters, without you doing anything, don't play you are an angel. Let's say you really did nothing wrong, and your brothers and sisters are picking on you. In this case, welcome, you have joined Yusuf alayhi salam's club, group. So you are being Yusufic, meaning you are going to be tried. But the same time as Allah is trying you, He is giving you rahmah. He brings strangers to save you. And then they take you they save you. First they save you. Alhamdulillah, that's safety. But another trial, what is it? To be sold. To be sold, that's another trial. Okay, who buys you? Very rich man. And he's really sincere and serious. So here is another stranger saving you. While your own people hurt you. Your own Malays or Chinese, wherever you come from. Another person, subhanAllah, stranger, is not even from your ethnic background. That's how Allah works. Please understand this. Then, here this woman, she takes good care of him. Then, then she tries him. Then he refuses. Then other strangers, prisoners. The cause of your be out of prison, another stranger. You see, stranger save you. Stranger honor you and give you shelter. Stranger put you in jail, stranger saves you. You don't even know. You see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala works? But after every trial, there is safety. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. With difficulty comes ease. This is life. Until you meet Allah. So please don't ever think your trials are going to end. your trials are going to even grow. The more iman you have. So sabr, sisters. You attend classes like this and you think Allah will not test you. So what to do? Stop classes? That's what shaitan wants. Yallah, stay home more. At least now you are passing the test with the classes. Without classes, shaitan will swallow you. At least now he's chewing you. You're tough for him. Like old meat. When you don't attend classes, you become just like a
French fries.
porridge. Not even porridge, the other one, the one I like. Chandol, kafir. So give him hard time. Even when he's chewing you. Make it difficult for him. May Allah curse him. Say Amin. Very good. So this is where we stopped. We stopped at the verse where he brought his parents and he, mashallah, gave them the throne out of respect. Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us that he raised his parents over the arsh. His parents, Abawayhi, father and stepmother. She's still auntie. To him, she is auntie because she's the sister of his mother. He raised them on the arsh. And then they made sujood to him, sujood of respect. It was allowed before Rasulullah ﷺ was sent. Because you may say, Sheikh, why sujood here? It's haram, right? Sujood, you keep telling us sujood is only for Allah. Why did the parents and the brothers of Yusuf do sujood? Because the Sharia of Muhammad ﷺ is the final Sharia. The Sharia of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is the last, so we go by the last. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded the Malaika and Iblis to make sujood for Adam. Does that mean we do sujood to humans? No. We always follow the last Prophet, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, there is no sujood for a human being to another human being. And if it was permissible, pay attention sisters, I would order the women to do that to their husbands. Not daughters to their fathers. Yes. But subhanallah, in terms of obedience, Rasulullah said, no sujood for a human being to another human. And if there was, I would order the women to do that to their husbands out of respect. Right. Then we came to the dua of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. Go to verse 101. That is the dua that every Muslim should say. You know, every prophet has dua in the Quran. You know that. Every prophet made a dua. Those du'as of prophets are extremely important to memorize and ask Allah with. Here is the dua. رب قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت وليي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين. Let's see the English. This is dua of Sayyidina Yusuf. Remember it.
My Lord, you have given me something of sovereignty and taught me of the interpretation of dreams. Creator of the heavens and earth, you are my protector in this world and in the hereafter. Cause me to die a Muslim and join me with the righteous.
All what Sayyidina Ibrahim, what Sayyidina Yusuf wanted, subhanAllah, cause me to die as a Muslim. How many of us are saying, Ya Allah, just make me die as a Muslim? Muslim Husn al-Khatimah. Cause me to die as a Muslim and make me among the muttaqeen. Look at it. Make me among the salihin. Ya Allah. A prophet is asking Allah to die Muslim. A prophet, brothers and sisters, prophet, khalas, guaranteed paradise. Still he is begging Allah to die as Muslim. And you and me, we don't even know if we are Muslims or not. Sometimes we behave like na'udhu billah, look at us. A little shake up in the family life, we lose it. What type of Muslims we are? Still, we need to ask Allah what? Ya Allah, make us die as Muslims. Ya Allah, make us die as Muslims. That's the dua of Sayyidina Yusuf alayhi salam. Look, before he asked Allah, please cause me to die as a Muslim and join me to the righteous, he said one thing. He begged Allah and he has shown the favors of Allah upon him. He said, Rabbi qad ataytani min al-mulk. Allah, you have given me power. Look, you give me power. I'm almost the king of Egypt. Because I told you the king resigned and gave him power. He just kept the title. The king kept the title, that's all. Who was running the government? Who was running Egypt? Yusuf alayhi salam. And here is politics, by the way. All the prophets of Allah were politicians. But they were not dirty politicians. Here is the difference. And then they tell you why the Muslims want power. Why the Muslims want power? Why you want power? Why not me? Oh, you want power, secular. And me, the Muslim, I don't have to have power. Rabbi qad atay, oh Allah, you have, look, how many of us after all these trials, forget the trials and say, Ya Allah, I'm enjoying, let's say your life was very bad. You were waiting for a job. You were jobless for many years. And all you remember, Ya Allah, you gave me a job. How nice you are. You didn't say, Ya Allah, you left me wait for 30 years looking for a job. SubhanAllah, did you see, my sisters? Forget all your problems when Allah gives you rahmah. Forget, here it is, learn from Him. Another thing, not only you gave me power, you gave me a special knowledge. What was it? Interpretation of dreams. Not anybody can interpret the dreams. Even among the ulama, even among the scholars of Islam, many of them tell you, brother, it's not much specialization. Please go somebody else. وَعَلَّمْتَنِي مِنْ تَأْوِيلِ الْأَحَادِيثِ. And you taught me, Ya Allah, how to interpret dreams. You have given me so much power, king, and you gave me ilmu. Two great things if Allah gives to one person is very lucky. Political power and ilm. So who said these two cannot be together? Here it is, in front of us. They tell you why Muslims want to have power. Why Muslims shouldn't have power? That's the question. Because you are afraid they will do justice. And if they do justice, people love them. And if people love them, they will never put them down. It is. And then he said, O creator of the heavens and earth, you are my wali. Ya Allah, you are my wali, no matter what. Look, brothers and sisters, once Allah gives you power, don't forget that Allah is your protector. It's not the army that you rule. It's not the generals that obey you, that protect you. It is Allah. Allah is your wali. Remember this. Allah waliyul ladina amanu. In dunya and akhirah. Oh Allah, you are my wali in this dunya and in the hereafter. Please cause me to die as a Muslim and join me to the righteous. Yawm al-Qiyamah, I want to be with Quran Salih. Prophet of Allah is asking this dua. How about you and me? Allahu Akbar. You got it? So never forget verse 101. 101. Don't forget it. Surah Yusuf. Always refer to it and memorize this dua. رب قد آتيتني من الملك وعلمتني من تأويل الأحاديث فاطر السماوات والأرض أنت ولي في الدنيا والآخرة توفني مسلما وألحقني بالصالحين آمين. Can I do dua like this? Yes. The next ayah. 102.
This is of the news of the ghaib, the unseen, which we reveal by inspiration to you, O Muhammad.
Very good. O Muhammad, no one knew this story. Unknown story. We are telling you. By the way, Yusuf alayhi salam was before Musa, and before Dawood, and before Isa. One of the early prophets is Yusuf. No one would have known his story. You got it? Because early, Yusuf alayhi salam is one of the earliest prophets of Allah. After Ibrahim came two prophets. Pay attention. After Ibrahim alayhi salam came two prophets, his sons. Ismail alayhi salam and Ishaq, his brother. Brother from different mother. Good. From Ishaq came Yaqub, Israel. From Yaqub came Yusuf. Early. Nobody knew these stories. We tell you, oh Muhammad, it's the unseen. So this story, Amba al-Ghaib, news of the unseen. We are telling you about it through wahi. Continue.
You were not present with them when they arranged their plan together and also while they were plotting.
You were not there, O Muhammad, when they were plotting against their brother. Meaning the story from the beginning. Because the story starts when? The story of Yusuf starts when? The dream and then the plot. You were not there with them. We told you this story. Meaning, tell the Jews about it in details, they know. By the way, the Jews know about Yusuf A.S. And the way the Prophet said it, if they were sincere, they would have become Muslim. Pay attention. When Rasulullah went to Medina, because this story was living in Medina. When he went to Medina and he told them the story of Yusuf, few rabbis became Muslim right away. One of them is Abdullah bin Salam radiallahu anhu. And Ka'b al-Ahbar. Ka'b al-Ahbar, the biggest rabbi of Medina and the second biggest rabbi, became Muslims. Why? They were sincere. They were rabbis really sincerely for Allah. The moment the Prophet came ﷺ, and taught them Islam and this, khalas, this story also. Oh Muhammad, you were not there when they were plotting. The Jews know about it. So who are you to tell them a story that only few rabbis know in details, especially about the plot? Meaning it's a secret. Only few people know. They should say, hey, he's a true prophet. Guys, let's follow him. No, arrogance, because he's not a Jew. Racism. Racism. You follow only those who are like you. No. No. Alhamdulillah. Continue, brother. So you were not present with them when they arranged their plan together, meaning to kill him, and when they were plotting. Continue one more ayah.
And most of mankind will not believe, even if you desire it eagerly.
Allahu Akbar. 103. Pay attention. Even Sheikh Zoubir, Ahmed, Muhammad, Fatima, Shamin, if you try your best to make everybody Muslim, the majority of people will not come to class. Will not become Muslims. They will not. No matter what you do to the world, the majority of the world will not become mu'min. The majority of people will not come to classes. So don't follow big numbers. Don't follow big numbers. Just do your best. Alhamdulillah. Do you know what does that mean? Brothers, imagine Allah reward you according to the number of people who follow you. Big problem. For example, you have to score 1 million follower, or that's why I don't get impressed by people who have, I don't know how many followers on Facebook. That's not the criteria. If that was the criteria, Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, then he's a failure. 950 years doing da'wah. 80 plus men and women. Not even his son and wife. Does that mean he was not doing good? It's like this. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, same thing. Only few people, less than 100 between men and women, migrated with him. Does that mean he was bad? No. So never look, some people say, wow, this guy has, I don't know how many followers on Facebook, Instagram. Alhamdulillah, I don't even know how to open Instagram. وَمَا أَكْثَرُ النَّاسِ وَلَوْ حَرَصْتَ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Oh Muhammad, oh Muslims, oh mu'mins, most of mankind will not believe, even if you really desire it eagerly. If you really want it, it's not going to happen. The majority will not be mu'mins. Okay? Now I want to show you the ayah where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, the majority of people, when they come to Iman, they still commit shirk. Remember, I always warn you about this. You still, there is shirk among us, even when we call ourselves Muslims, mu'mins. Let's see. 104, Brother Zayd.
And you do not ask of them for it any payment. It is not accept a reminder to the world.
Very good. And oh Muhammad, you are not even asking them for a reward. You are not even telling them, pay me for the da'wah. You are not. This Quran is no less than a reminder to them. You are reminding them, and they should be thankful. By the way, someone is reminding you that tomorrow, for example, you have a very important appointment at 10 a.m. What do you say? Why are you reminding me? Or, oh, thank you very much. Even when you know, Azzuddin tomorrow has 10 o'clock a.m. very important meeting. Sheikh Zoubir A.S, Brother Azzuddin, don't forget tomorrow you have very important meeting. What does he should say? Jazakallah khair, thank you. Even if he remembers, even he knows. Because he knows I want good for him. I don't want him to forget that, whatever it is. Today, no. We are somehow telling the ulama who remind us, why you keep telling us? Ya akhi, I have to keep telling you. Why? Well, we know. You know? And you know and you go against? Allahu Akbar. That's even worse. So never stop reminding people. Never. Like adhan. I know you know it's Asr, but they still make adhan. Allahu Akbar. And Jazahumullah khair. Although you know Asr is very soon. But that mu'adhin still, it's a reminder for Salat. This Quran is dhikr, reminder to al-alameen. That's why we need to recite Quran loudly. You know why? Loud. At home, sisters, read Quran, Bismillahir-Rahman, like this. Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Recite one page or two. Why? It could be the jinn. They hear you. Become Muslim. The jinn. It happened to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He was reciting Quran in Ta'if and they became Muslim. Inna sami'na Qur'anan ajaban. We have heard. If he was not reading Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim, they wouldn't hear because they don't hear the unseen and the unheard of. You have to make noise for anything to hear you, including the jinn. Is this clear? So when you read Quran, don't just read it in your heart. At home, in the masjid, wherever you might be. You are camping somewhere in the mountain, you go enter a cave. You never know who's there. And they hear you. At least you did da'wah to them. Sheikh Zoubir goes camping with children, youth. We will read Quran loud. Bismillahir-Rahman, together. So you never know who join our classes when we read Quran together. So Allah said, لِلْعَالَمِينَ, to all mankind. And jinn, and any other creatures. Subhanallah. 105. Here is the ayah. Ashley, before 106, but you go read 105 first.
How many a sign in the heavens and the earth they pass by, paying no attention to them?
Very good. How many signs you have seen about Allah in heavens and earth, but you still don't get it? You don't get it. How many rivers we crossed in our lives? If you just think about that river. How many hungry people you pass by? And it's not you who is hungry and begging. It could be you. It could be you. Wallahi al-Azim, it could be you and me. And you pass by, ignore. How many child you have seen paralyzed, handicapped? It could be your son or you or special. Huh? How many people divorced? How many people lost their loved ones? You don't get it. In the heavens also, the stars. How many times the plane shook like this and only Allah's rahmah landed you? It could have been 370. Yallah. How many and how many, how many? How many times you saw full moon and then the moon disappears and then becomes one line like this? How many times you saw the rain? You don't get it. You don't get it that Allah is powerful. How many times you see daylight, night and day, rotation? Never fails. If it was anybody other than Allah, at least he will miss it one time. At least. One time. Did you see? But we don't get it. So Allah said, how many times you pass by the signs in the heavens and the earth and you still turn away from that sign is from Allah. Eclipse. The sun and the moon. The whole moon eclipses. The sun, dark. Still we don't get it. Tsunamis. We see people, earthquakes, the news. Whole city gone. Gone. And then, still we don't get it. So Allah says, here is the ayah where I told you, the majority of people, even when they are Muslims, they're going to make shirk. May Allah say, this is scary, this ayah scares me so much. Shafiq, verse 106, remember it.
And most of them believe not in Allah, except while they associate others with Him.
وَمَا يُؤْمِنُ أَكْثَرُهُمْ بِاللَّهِ إِلَّا وَهُمْ مُشْرِكُونَ. Here, the ulama differ about this tafsir. This tafsir. He didn't say لا يؤمن, which is the English. The English, and most of them do not believe, right? No. Ma could be not. Arabic. Follow me. No negation in Arabic is la. Here is ma. Look at it. Look at your verse. Is it la or ma? Ma. The ulama differ. Sometimes it means la, sometimes it doesn't mean la. It means what? For example, I tell you, masmuka. What's your name? Ma. What? What is your name? Here, in this tafsir, they said they will not believe, the majority of them, except they are mushriks. Meaning, even when they believe, they still commit shirk. I'll give you an example. The Muslims of today, when you say Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, still go to the temple or to the masjid and turn around the shrine. Could be a good man, that man who is there. Could be a good man. Habib Nuh in Singapore, few ulama in Iran, few ulama in Algeria, few ulama in Egypt. Could be good people. But seeking their help, that's the shirk. Because you are against إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ وَإِيَّاكَ. You just now you said إِيَّاكَ نَعْبُدُ. Only you we worship, Ya Allah. Okay, here you are not worshipping the same. But you are asking His help. وَإِيَّاكَ نَسْتَعِينُ. So you are lying. From one side you're saying, oh Allah, only you we worship and only from you we seek help. Then you go to the shrine and ask the Mawlana, Mawlana help me, Mawlana help me, Mawlana help me. You got it? That's the danger. So here the shirk is not the shirk of like the Hindus, Buddhists, we will worship somebody. No, we will seek help from the saints, we will seek help from tell me about it, the ulama, we seek help from people who are mortal like you and me. Mortal, they died, khalas. They have done their job, may Allah reward them. They could be very good alim, they could be very good people. And they could be only a donkey. France used to bury donkeys and tell the Algerians during occupation, this is wadi. If you cross this land, you become blind. And they bring blind or two, they pay them money to say, when I try to cross and didn't respect this wadi, I turn blind. Turn people takor, because they have faith. Jahil. And what is beyond that land? The most fertile land, where the French take, and it could be full of diamonds, gold, and this and that, so that the real people don't benefit from it. That's it. And most of them, even when they believe in Allah, they don't believe in Him as he says. They will commit shirk in ibadah. إلا وهم مشركون. Look at the word يؤمن مشركون. Same ayah, same ayah. The ayah starts يؤمن, believe. At the end mushrik. You got it? Same ayah. وما يؤمن أكثرهم بالله إلا وهم مشركون. And most of them, when they believe in Allah, they still commit shirk. Ooh, Sheikh, I never saw that verse. Yes, me too. I read many times Surah Yusuf. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I told you, when you are sincere, He starts showing you certain things in the Quran. May Allah give us sincerity. Ma means what? And whenever, whoever, whatever they believe, they still commit some shirk. Majority. أكثرهم, look. The word أكثرهم, majority of them. Meaning you Muslims, don't take Tawheed for granted. You can really commit shirk. Be careful. Why you go far? Look at me. You may pray now Asr just to impress someone. You don't pray, but today you're going to pray because your future father-in-law is here. What is that? Showing off that shirk. And most of them believe not in Allah, or whenever they come to believe in Islam, except that they commit shirk. They will still commit shirk. They're still holding some. I'll give you an example. Why you go far, sisters? Some Malay ladies, when they have wedding or what you call it, a social gathering, they throw underwear. Sorry for this. And jalapeno on top of the roof so that it doesn't rain. Right or wrong? What is that? This is jahil. You call yourself Muslim and you go and Islam and you still do that. That is shirk.
Yeah.
That is shirk. You go to a graveyard and slaughter a sheep or a cow and must be black. Black better. Do you know that or not?
Yes.
In Malaysia, they still do these things. Alhamdulillah, it's changing.
So stupid.
Alhamdulillah, it's changing. But a lot of people still commit shirk. A lot of shirk. Sorry, that's the truth. That's who we are, unfortunately. Go to Morocco, go to my country, also full of shirk.
Was that, Sheikh, so you're saying superstition is shirk then?
Yes, definitely. When you believe in something, it doesn't exist. It's you just make it in your mind. Jinn, yes, they do exist. Jinn do exist. But Rasulullah SAW told us they live in another world. Don't cross their world. Avoid certain moments. He told us we can see, but anything superstition, anything happens to you, oh, I must be under sihr. You fight with your wife, oh, it could be sihr. No, it could not be sihr. One of you messed up. Takbir. Always sihr. My dear husband, don't blame me because I could be under the influence. No, shaitan came to you and you disobeyed me. Full stop. And I forgive you this time. Yallah. 107.
Do they then feel secure from the coming against them of the covering will of the torment of Allah, or of the coming against them of the final hour, or of a sudden while they
don't feel.
perceive not?
Very good. Do they feel secure? After doing this, do you feel secure that the punishment of Allah can come anytime? Anytime the punishment of Allah can come. Or the hour, Yawm al-Qiyamah comes. While you don't even know it's coming. Because one thing about Yawm al-Qiyamah, it comes very sudden. Meaning what? Meaning you know what is Yawm al-Qiyamah? Sisters, if the sun rises from the west, that's it, Yawm al-Qiyamah. Even if we live many days, many months, many years. Because the door of Tawbah is closed. A lot of people think, okay, if one of the major signs come, I prepare myself. No.
Number one, Rasulullah ﷺ said, if one major sign comes,
The others will come like the beads of the tasbih. Tasbih. If open the tasbih, what happens? They all fall, one after the other one. That's one, meaning you will not have enough time to make tawbah. Second, majority of ulama are with the opinion that the first sign of the day of judgment is the sun rising from the west, which means tawbah is closed. The door of tawbah no more. Once one day on Friday we wake up and the sun rises from the west, sisters, brothers, you can't make tawbah, khalas. Oh, okay, I want to start praying. The ladies start saying, I want to wear hijab. Seriously, too late. You didn't die. You're going to live maybe few more years, at least 40 years. Still, khalas, too bad. So why delay? Allah said, do you want one of them to happen to you? Either severe punishment that will destroy you, tsunami, earthquake, God forbid, and then you die. Or Yawm al-Qiyamah happens to you. One you don't even know. One day we will wake up, the whole world will wake up, the sun from the west. Allahu Akbar. Rising from the west. The ayah of da'wah. Now, da'wah. The ayah of doing da'wah.
Say, O Muhammad
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
This is my way. I invite unto Allah, to the oneness of Allah, Islamic monotheism, with sure knowledge.
Stop there. Very good. Stop there. Stop there. Stop there. Stop there. Stop. Alhamdulillah, what we are doing. What we are doing is the right thing. Here is another evidence that those who seek knowledge like you, alhamdulillah, people who teach like me, are on the right path. Look what Allah said. Say, O Muhammad, say to all Muslims and non-Muslims, this is my path. This is my way. My way, Islam. How? I do da'wah to Allah. I will propagate Islam. With what? With sure knowledge. Where is the knowledge? Let alone where is the sure knowledge? Where is the knowledge first? To do da'wah. To do da'wah with what? See? You see what we are seeking knowledge is the right thing to do? Brothers and sisters, do you know how bad if we die like this? Without seeking knowledge. Islamic knowledge. Alhamdulillah, Islamic knowledge, you don't need really to be a university student. No. You don't have to be young. Anytime you can start. But you start on the path of Allah. Sabili here. On my path, on my way. The way of Allah is to seek knowledge. To do da'wah with knowledge. So seek it and do da'wah. Seek it. Whatever you learn, teach. Whatever you learn, teach until you meet Allah. Imagine Sheikh Zoubir says, oh, I cannot do da'wah until I become... Look how many years of my life I will miss. And look how many people, good people like you, who want to learn just because Sheikh is still waiting for him to become somebody. No. You whatever you learn, sisters and brothers, teach to your friends and family. No problem. Whatever you learn. And then you move. You move until you meet Allah. So learning, teaching. Learning, da'wah. Learning, da'wah until you meet Allah. Continue.
I and whosoever follows me.
Stop there. Another thing. I, Muhammad, and whosoever follows me. Follow him, meaning follow his sunnah, his path, his way. The way he taught, the way he spoke, the way he behaved with his wives, the way he behaved with his slaves, the way he behaved with his neighbors, the way he behaved with his enemies. Do it. Do like him. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. No more, no less. على بصيرة أنا ومن اتبعني. I and those who follow me. Meaning follow those who follow me. Don't think you are too smart. Brothers and sisters, don't think we are smarter than the Sahaba. If we were that good, Allah would have chosen us to be His followers. I repeat, if Allah knew goodness in us, He would have created us in that time. And therefore we be His followers. And there is no guarantee we could be His enemies. We could be Abu Jahl and Hammalatul Hatab. Abu Lahab and his wife. The brother asked me, Sheikh, I wish I was with the Prophet ﷺ, and mashallah I would defend. I said, brother, thank Allah. You should say, Allah knows. You could have been in his time and become Abu Jahl or Umayyah ibn Khalaf, na'udhu billah. He said, yeah. I said, no guarantee. Allah knows where He put you. He put you in 2019, thank Him for wisdom. Continue, my sister.
Whosoever follows me also must invite others to Allah, to the oneness of Allah, Islamic monotheism, with sure knowledge. And glorified and exalted be Allah above all that they associate as partners with Him. And I am not the mushrikun and disbelievers in the oneness of Allah, those who worship others along with Allah or set up rivals or partners to Allah.
Very good. And say, O Muhammad, one more thing. Say Subhanallah. Wa Subhanallah. Wa ma ana min al-mushrikeen. Not only this is my path, you should follow me, follow those who follow me, meaning the Sahaba. May Allah be pleased with them. And say also, praise be to Allah, glory be to Allah, and I'm not one of the mushrikeen. You should always say, وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ لَا. Say it. Hey, you kafir, I'm not one of you, huh? Remember that. Yes, we have to tell them, I'm a Muslim. Look, there are many ways to say you are a Muslim. Look, you can say, I'm a Muslim. You can say, I am one of the Muslims. You can say, lakum dinukum waliyadin. And you can say, wa ma ana min al-mushrikeen. I'm not one of the mushriks. Here it is. All these ways you can say. Depends on your strength and it depends on your, mashallah, readiness to face any challenge. You can say, I'm a Muslim. The least you say, I'm a Muslim, yes. You can say, I am one of the Muslims. You can say, lakum dinukum waliyadin. You're ready for fight, for war. I am not a mushrik. That's even stronger. Allah is telling you, say Subhanallah wa ma ana min al-mushrikeen. Glory be to Allah, and I'm not one of the mushriks. You see what Islam does to you? Make you realize you are a very proud human being. That's Islam. Gives you confidence. May Allah make us strong and confident.
And we sent not before you as messengers any but men whom we inspired from among the people of township. Have they not traveled through the earth and seen what was the end of those who were before them? And verily, the home of the hereafter understand.
Very good. The Quran is so beautiful. Look, brothers and sisters. He explains and then he says, don't you understand? Do you hear me many times saying, do you understand? Did you see? I say, is it clear? Many times when I explain, I say to you, is it clear? Faham? Comprende? I even say it jokingly in different languages, like last week. Where do you think I got that from? It's from the Quran. The way I speak is very Quranic. Here it is. Allah explains, then He says at the end, don't you understand? He explains things. He challenges your mind. Things that you can understand as a human being. And then He says, don't you understand? Here it is. وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِنْ قَبْلِكَ إِلَّا رِجَالًا نُوحِي إِلَيْهِمْ. O Muhammad, the people we sent before you, they were just men like you. Why? Why is telling him this? There is a reason. Quraysh asked the Prophet, why men like you? They say, why men like you? Why God sent a man? Why He didn't send an angel? Allah says, oh Muhammad, tell them, Allah sent people, even the previous prophets were just human beings like me. Allahu Akbar. The previous human beings, the previous prophets were just human beings like me. Why are you not accepting me? Who came to the Jews? Musa, Dawood, and Isa. Humans. Who came to the Egyptians? YUSUF A.S. Who came to the people of Ibrahim? Ibrahim, human. Who came? Human. Why are you finding it difficulty that also human being come to you? So tell them, the people Allah sent before Rijal, men. Look at it, not women. He didn't say humans, he said Rijal. Why? Why no prophet is a woman? Why women cannot be prophet? Someone can tell you this question among the Westerners, and you need to be ready to answer.
Not strong enough.
Not strong enough? I think you are very strong.
No capacity.
Takbir!
No capacity. Very big.
Weak
Your
emotional.
plotting is very strong anyway. I know that. When you want to put someone in jail, innocent, he goes to jail. Takbir. Ladies.
Emotional.
Very good. Emotions. Women, most of the time emotional. And leadership doesn't require? No. It requires emotion, but guided emotions. Women, once you go crazy, Allahu Akbar. Takbir. No, it's true. Women, for example, her son is hit, so crying. She will not try to see why. She is already, who did this to you? Oh my God, wait. Ask him what's wrong first. Who did this to you? I will kill them. Maybe your son needs another slap. Because he did something bad. You know what I mean? Women are emotional. That's all. That's not because they are. Second, why they cannot be prophets? Period. You cannot lead during the period. Prophethood is a leadership 24/7. Women have periods, they cannot lead the prayer. They cannot, there are certain things they cannot do. This is why. It's not because you are less human, no. Another thing, it's a huge responsibility, and Allah doesn't want to burden you with it. It's a huge burden. So actually it's rahmah. Like He gave you, where do you find a boss that gives you in 1 month, listen, paid leave, once a month, a week, paid leave? I am looking for that company. I work with someone, I work only 3 weeks, but he pays me 1 month. That is you. Your period, you don't have to remake the salat. You still paid for it, as if you prayed. Women have in 1 month, 1 week they don't pray. They can't, because period. Only when they reach a certain age, they, alhamdulillah.
And
imagine Allah puts a burden on you, you make up the prayer. Why fasting? Fasting once a year. You also want discount once a year, come on. Why don't you do nothing, just like that? No, you are also responsible. You got it? Yeah. So I'm looking for someone to hire me just for 3 weeks, 1 week off, still pays me. See how merciful Allah is to you, my ladies?
They continued until when the messengers despaired and were certain that they had been denied. There came to them our victory, and whoever we willed was saved. And our punishment cannot be repelled from the people who are criminals.
Very good. Until when you think, you and the prophets think that's it. Khalas, we are done. At that moment, victory comes. So sabr until victory comes. Allah said, I will give you victory at the end. Just patience. Until you say, that's it. Ya Allah, how long? Ya Allah, the communists, what they did to Uzbekistan and Tajikistan and Kazakhstan. Now, alhamdulillah, Islam spreading. With all what the communists did to those people. Islam go there, mashallah. The Chinese are persecuting the Uyghur. You will see how Islam will spread. The Rohingya, you will see how Islam will spread. America, you will see. The more they are talking bad about Islam, the more their children and wives are embracing Islam. Allah says, I will give you victory at the end. But you have to be patient. Then He said, فَنُجِّيَ مَن نَشَاءُ. We will give victory to this and we will save whom we will, whom we like. But our punishment will not escape the mujrimun, criminals, like Sisi, like Bashar al-Assad. Rest assured, Allah will punish them. Wallahi, I have no doubt. Very soon you hear Bashar al-Assad, MBS, Mohammed bin Zayed, MBZ, this one, Libya, not Gaddafi already gone. This one, the other one, Haftar. Allah will punish them. Wait and see. Wait, Sisi of Egypt. He executed 9 youth 2 days ago. 9 youth, university, all best students. One of them, preparing for Nobel Prize. He hanged him. He hanged 9 youngsters, university students. You didn't hear. Of course, when Muslims die, it's not big deal. Just 2 days ago. You have to understand these people. Allah said, وَلَا يُرَدُّ بَأْسُنَا عَنِ الْقَوْمِ الْمُجْرِمِينَ. Very good, here it is. And our punishment cannot be warded off from the people who are mujrimun. Criminals, sinners, disbelievers, polytheists, killers, this, I will punish them, Allah said. Who thought Fir'aun, sisters, brothers? Look at this. Look at this incredible, subhanAllah. When I think about it, it brings goosebumps to my body. Where is the... Look at this. Look how the power of Allah. Power of Allah. Musa, alayhi salam, as a baby, what happened to him? His mother put him in the cradle, right? On the sea. Baby. Weak, baby. Anything could have happened to him. Either the sea can kill him or crocodile eats him. Crocodiles, man, infested. The Nile is infested of crocodiles. Okay. Right? Fir'aun. Extreme weakness, baby. The weakest creation of Allah is a baby. You know that? Baby, when his mother gives him birth, what is he? If you leave him to the ants will eat him. Because he doesn't know. Leave him near ants will eat him. Allah saves him. This Fir'aun, with 100,000 soldiers, he drowns. This one saved. This one not. Right? Fir'aun knows how to swim or not? Definitely. Soldiers with him, might. Extreme might. Extreme weakness. What does it mean? When Allah is with you, nothing happens to you. When Allah is against you, even if the whole world's force is with you, you are dead. You're done. Here it is. Both on the water. Right? One survived. And on the water, he died. The extreme might with him. The extreme weakness. But who was with him? Allah. This one. So at the end, it's not whether you are weak or powerful, whether Allah is with you or not. That's what is matter. What matters if Allah is with you or not? It's not how powerful or how rich or how many people you know. If Allah is with you, you're gonna pass. Here is an example. Baby, weak, doesn't even know how to swim. Still Allah is going to save him. And save him by the man who wants to kill him. Another incredible thing. Fir'aun killed all the babies that year, except the one who will kill him. He raised him. Not only you don't kill him, I will raise you to kill me. Wow. That's the power of Allah. If you want to see the power of Allah, study the story of Musa A.S. Baby survives, An old man, strong king with 100,000 horsemen around him. Yalla, bunkos, bye-bye. So the point is not how many people you know, how many Tansuris, how many ministers. Is Allah with you? Allah will ease everything for you. So many of you like to be with the so-called famous and rich. No, be with the most rich. He will bring those people to your feet. Allahu Akbar. May Allah give us the strength. Ameen. Khalas? I wanted to tell you that long time ago, just to show you. Musa alayhi salam on the water. Extreme weakness. Still Allah saves him. Fir'aun on the water. Extreme power. He drowns. Why? Because Allah was not with Fir'aun, Allah was with Musa. So at the end, what matters? If Allah is with you. And how can Allah be with us, Sheikh Zoubir? Be with Him now. Know Him, Quran, study, attend classes like this, change your lifestyle, sisters and brothers. Most of you, your lifestyle sucks. Sorry to tell you this. It really sucks. Let me speak to you. Socially speaking, in masjid, I find you in a masjid, you go to a masjid, you pray, but socially, you cannot let go yet. You want to be with so and so. No. Be with Allah and the people of Allah. You will see. All the community I knew didn't help me when I went to jail in America. I thought, I know the whole world. In reality, what? Who was with me? At the end, I found only the one I was serving. Many people ran away. Why they took him? Why they took me? For idiots like you. Because I thought I was standing for. You know what I mean? They couldn't even visit my wife and say, sister, if you need anything in the children. Here's the people I used to defend. Alhamdulillah, Allah never let me down. You see the point? YUSUF A.S, who was with him in jail? His two friends got out. Friends that he can talk to. One went to be hanged, the other one went to get his job. So Allah stayed with him. So, sisters, count on Allah, don't count on anyone. Don't even count on your husbands. Takbir. Your husbands are already thinking about second. Look at that. Takbir. That's the truth.
There is in their stories instruction for well endued with understanding. It is not a tale invented, but a confirmation of what went before it. A detailed exposition of all things, and a guide and a mercy to any such as believe.
Excellent. Indeed, in their stories, in the stories of the prophets. Go to verse 1. I want to show you. Verse 1. Go. It's a long surah, mashallah. ألف لام را تلك آيات الكتاب المبين إنا أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا لعلكم تعقلون نحن يلا are you with me? Verse 3 نحن نقص عليك أحسن القصص. We are telling you the best of the stories. The last ayah, back to the last ayah. The last ayah لقد كان في قصصه قصص. Look, the first ayahs start with the word qasas. The last ayah, the word qasas. And there is a whole surah called Suratul Qasas. There is, by the way, there is a whole surah in the Quran called Qasas, best of the stories. The surah about the best of the stories. Best of stories means the stories of prophets. Because it's not fairy tale. nor myth. It's real story that you benefit from. Beautiful, beautiful story is called qasas in Arabic, not qisas. Okay? Here is the word. لَقَدْ كَانَ فِي قَصَصِهِمْ. Indeed, in their stories, stories of the prophets, there is a lesson for man of understanding. If you really want to understand, or you have some common sense in your mind, you will benefit a lot from the story of the prophets. The Quran, it is not a forced statement, but a confirmation of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already revealed in other books, meaning the Torah and the Injil. And it is a detailed explanation, like in this story. The most detailed story about Yusuf came in the Quran. So Allah said this Quran, the story of Yusuf in the Quran, is not just a confirmation to other stories, same story of Yusuf in other books, but it even gives detailed explanation of everything. Wahudan, and guidance. Warahma, and a mercy for people who believe. It works with believers. This surah, لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ لِقَوْمٍ يُؤْمِنُونَ, for Quran beriman. This story I can tell to so many people, so many will not benefit. People like you, inshallah, will benefit because you are ready. You want to change and you are impressed by this surah. May Allah make us among those who, inshallah, benefit. Thank Allah, sisters and brothers, that you attended the tafsir of this surah. Because today the end. Thank Allah, at least in your heart, Ya Allah, shukur, alhamdulillah, you gave me the khatam. I made khatam. Look, if you just read this surah khatam, already you should thank Allah. How about you do khatam of understanding? And subhanallah, Izzuddin missed many classes, but he didn't miss the khatam. Like me. Man, he's clever. He